Welcome back to the Pumpernickel podcast.
Pumpernickel!
The world's number one most unknown podcast.
Accurate.
Truth. There it is. There it
Facts.
is. That might be the new logo or the new motto for the
Model number two.
Model number two.
We're just going to keep collecting.
Yeah, we're gonna keep collecting them until we get noticed. Until we can't use that one anymore.
Welcome to the Funny Motto podcast.
Right. We're like Leonardo DiCaprio in that we had the best product but still like unrecognized.
Never won the Oscar.
Never won the Oscar.
We're gonna win the Oscar for the shittiest show we have.
Right. One day we'll win the goddamn Oscar.
Damn it.
But I guess we'll jump straight into it. I mean, we brought this topic up because Eddie and Mike live in a gated community, but we had a really interesting topic about like why people live in them in the first place.
Yeah. My biggest gripe with gated communities is that every single one of them has a broken gate all the time.
Yeah, that might be like the poorer ones.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, the super rich ones don't be having broken gates.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know about that. Like the
I
super
don't
rich
know
ones.
about that.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I feel like the super rich ones do all right.
Exactly. I can't imagine that
Now-
the super rich ones got broken gates.
But see, these super rich ones, the gate really is only to prevent like larger vehicles from getting in and out. Like the gate's there for
Like
vehicle.
tanks?
No, the gate's there for vehicle like entry and exit.
Right.
Because anybody can hop these like 8 foot, 7, not even 8 feet. Like,
And the
what is
gate
that,
doesn't even
7
really
feet
go
tall?
around, right? Like the gate is just for the roadway, but it's not like stopping like side entry and stuff like that. So.
yeah.
Yeah, and these are like 7 feet, right? Like not even that. Like maybe 6.5.
Maybe.
Yeah, these are like 7.
Yeah.
They're like 7 feet. Like anybody can jump that if they really wanted to get in.
But they got them spikes at the top, so it could be ass.
I've gone over those fences before.
Those spikes don't
You've
look that
also
sharp.
lost a pair of pants to them fences.
I lost a shirt, not a pair of pants.
Oh my bad. One of y'all lost a pair of pants.
No,
Someone did lose a pair of pants.
Yeah, Rodney.
Rodney lost
I
it.
might have been
Oh,
Rodney.
yeah.
To be fair, though, I think it might have been Rodney and myself.
Mm-hmm.
I helped him over a fence, and he weighed like 45 pounds, so I hurled him over like a frisbee.
He tossed my man over the fence.
I'm not like a big or strong guy, but like he weighs like 45 pounds.
Yeah, he is a light one, and he tossed that man smooth.
And then somebody went to attempt to help me over that fence and did not help me well, and my shirt got caught, and they basically just drug me down.
and he got ripped down over the fence.
I ripped my pants.
But yeah, like I feel like at that level, you know what I mean? Like we were talking about it, and I imagine that, like, because if you think about it, like if you're poor and you're considering like robbing somebody, it's gonna be somebody similar. It's not gonna necessarily be somebody that's like uberly wealthy. And I know that it seems like it doesn't make sense, but it feels like they're like even in. I feel like Georgia's a perfect microcosm of it because there's a lot of very wealthy neighborhoods in very near to very poor places. Like Buckhead got a neighborhood, not Buckhead, Bankhead. Right after Bankhead is a really nice little neighborhood. Like there's a neighborhood literally right past it.
Well, it's because Bankhead edges right into like West Ferry, that edges right into like Buckhead.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also lots of robberies in Buckhead.
True. I feel like it's one thing to get like robbed, but like it's another thing to be like a home invasion.
Yeah, home invasion is different because I
Right.
think because home invasion, it's like I'm assuming as the person who wants to like rob, you want to go to a place that's easy access.
Right.
So you want the most minimal of like security
And maximum gain.
and maximum gain.
Yeah.
So if you see someone move into a shitty apartment with a TV, and you know these doors are like
Plywood. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go kick in somebody. That's what I mean is like, and yeah, I'm not saying it never happens. You know, of course there are robberies at every level, but at the same time, I feel like the majority of them, like different classes of criminals are doing the robbery. Like,
Right.
It's like a super poor criminal isn't like setting up a break-in for like $1 billion house. You know what I mean? Like if it's
they're
if
not
somebody-
going to rob Kanye's house.
Exactly. If
But they do
somebody's
get robbed, just
True,
not by.
exactly. But it's usually by a freaking robber that's like already like middle class. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so it's not like the person is poor. It's like a step up. You rob like one direct step up above you. Like
I wonder what the different classes of thieves are. You know,
It's like Ocean's 11.
Right.
It's like the upper echelon.
Yeah,
right? Because you
like,
got these higher end thieves
Yeah.
that are robbing like high end jewelry and like
Totally.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely levels to that. Like because if you think about it, that's funny to think about. Like a rich thief. You know what I mean? Like a wealthy
thief.
Yeah, it's like you still steal, but you're worth more than the average person. It's just crazy, but it
Right.
happens. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's different levels.
You're stealing like Andy Warhol like
Yeah.
paintings and stuff.
Because I feel like and no matter where you go, it's that way, right? Like if you're in like even if you like say the Brazil, like using Brazil as a decent example because of like the favelas versus like the very rich neighborhoods, it's like if you're in the favelas, odds are you're gonna rob from other favelas and or like neighboring areas, but you're not taking all of your shit to like the nicest part of town to rob them. And it's also because like it's just different, you know what I mean? Like it's culturally it's different, so you're more intimidated by that. And it's not on your radar. Like a lot of people, it's not like even when you're rich or poor. If you're poor, like rich neighborhoods necessarily aren't on your radar, your mental radar.
Your access is just not. You don't have access to those.
Right? So you don't even understand.
The other thing is like you can't necessarily roam around like inconspicuously in a place that you look like you don't belong.
Right? Exactly.
Like if you're if you're a bum on the street, you're not going to be like walking down some super rich neighborhood because everyone's going to know that you don't belong here.
True. What if you ever tried to be the thief class jumper? Like you want to just go into that next echelon, so you like go for the next level, like some favela dudes robbing like the president.
Oh, I'm sure there's exceptions to every rule, but I feel like for the most part, like I think that like
diamond in the rough.
Yeah, like what Mike is saying is the same thing. It's that idea that like you have like levels to it in a lot of ways, but like mentally, it's also like it's the gap in and of your like mentality. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not able to really see this type of person. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna do this to them. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a weird one.
Hold that thought. The whole reason we brought this up originally was just to say that gated communities are a scam because those gates are broken. And we just diverged immediately into
violence,
into levels of thievery, right? Because it's true, you can't jump up to like a high class thief.
Yeah, but I
think you can, but like Elvin said, it's rare, right? It's like us becoming millionaires overnight.
Yeah,
you don't go from like breaking into like
cars and taking radios,
right? To like stealing Ferraris and
we don't think about stuff that way, but we all think that way. Like there's a degree to where there are things that are outside of your mental capacity. Like for us, there's certain things that we expect in our day-to-day life that someone at a no disrespect, like a lower class level, wouldn't even think about. Like,
one day I'm gonna rob that Rolls Royce.
Right. One day I'll get it.
Yeah, you're not thinking about
There's like levels to all of it. Like when you're super wealthy, there's all types of differences. There's a huge because we always think of wealth as just about the money you have, but it has nothing to really do with the money you have. It has everything to do with who you are as a person. Because there's certain things that you do when you're wealthy that come with the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like wealthy people are gonna invest in themselves or invest in other things. You know what I mean? Like that, it's natural to their mentality to invest in things and to produce wealth from things. As opposed to like a poor person whose mentality is about what can I get out of this, as opposed to what can I put into it to make it into something.
I think the most ridiculous example of that to me was when I was in between professional jobs, like working a part time, like while I was in college. The second
Quitting season, episode 3.
Yeah.
And
also 34, New Hope.
Right.
It was tax return season, and this chick I was working with at this part-time place like got her like refund check, and she was like, this is the most amount of money I've ever seen in my my account ever. And she like told me what she got, and like it broke my heart a little bit because I was like, dang, I used to get that on a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and it's like this dude hurt my heart. I was on like Reddit, and it can happen to anybody, so I'm not judging anybody's life circumstances, but it's like he was like $75 overdue in his bank account, but his check was less than that, and so he's like, and that shit hurt. Like, it was 200. It was like 200 under, but his check was like less than that 200. So you're always going down, you know what I mean? Like, and you can't and that shit hurt. Like, but it's the truth. Like, there's a lot of people who live in those circumstances.
Yeah, where you just can't see black.
Right, and I know we're diverging even more, but it's just that like difference in mentality thing. It's like there's certain expectations you feel when you're at a certain level, you know what I mean? And not saying that we're at a high level, but I mean, in a lot of ways, we're in America and we have a home and a roof over our head and things like that. Like, so we are at a high level, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
food isn't a worry.
Exactly. Food isn't really a concern, knock on wood. Like,
there are Rolls Royces up and down the street for you to steal.
Right.
But entertainment. Yeah, I'm not,
it's like there are things like that you don't necessarily have to think about. And they're easy to take for granted, I guess.
Can't remember the last time I thought about my Netflix or Hulu payment.
Right, like that's,
I don't even check those payments.
Right.
Those payments come in. I don't even remember. Yeah,
like,
I just look at my account. It's like, well, that's probably in the budget.
Exactly.
So
It's
often,
probably in the budget. Like,
yeah.
I don't even consider them in the.
Yeah, it's like
I do it with rent. I'm like, yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, I do that when I would have my apartment. Yeah, it was the same thing. I was like, whatever. Like they'll take their money. You know, like I'll keep it moving. But
what's the extra $15?
Exactly. Like it's the truth. It's crazy. Like Summers came in the other day and was like, rent's another, or not rent, but rent's gonna move up $10 because we're tripling the internet speed.
Oh my gosh!
And I was like, okay. Like I was like, all right.
You didn't tell me that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
You
like,
could have just did it.
you could have just did it, and I wouldn't have noticed, to be honest. But it's real, man. It's true. It's really true. There's levels.
Levels of thievery.
So yeah, somebody jumping up in the thievery games like the Christopher Columbus, like they're moving on up in the world.
Well, back in the day, they would be called con artists, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, there'd still be levels to the con artist, but I'm saying like a con artist that's like living favela life, but like robbing El Presidente.
Well, some of them do that. You know, I think some of them do jump. There's exceptions.
The Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah, like look at El Chapo. El Chapo went from a driver that was about to get popped to
El Chapo.
El Chapo. Yeah.
To literally what we call like he is the name of the thing that we give him. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
It used to be like this dude is like a kingpin. It's like no, he's El Chapo.
But which one's the real which one's the Michael Jordan? Is it El Chapo or Pablo?
Well, there's many. There's actually a lot.
Mexico's had a bunch.
There's a lot.
There's
like,
a lot of Jordans in that game.
Because there's I don't think there's like a clear cut Jordan.
Yeah.
Like Escobar did his thing with cocaine.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But then there's like El Señor de los Cielos, Lord of the Skies. That dude.
What a name!
That dude had a fleet
That's
of
hot.
dude. That dude had a fleet of planes pumping.
Yo, I know
Lord of the Skies.
I know we consider it messed up when people do like drug trafficking and stuff like that, but they come with the hard ass names.
Bro, that's what I was saying the other day.
Be mad
I was
at
gonna
that.
say those aliases are pretty fucking awesome.
I
Yeah.
kind of wish I had one like that.
Yeah, like I wish I had a cool alias. But
Yeah. Lord of the Skies, bruh. Like, just leave that man alone. That's a faceless person in your head. It's just like, just leave that one alone.
I picture him floating on like a throne made out of scrap airplane parts.
Like Xerxes.
like I haven't heard of a bad alias, you know.
That's true. They
Like
always come
like
hard.
all these drug kingpins, like their aliases are always like pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Even so tight.
Even like fighters and like bodybuilders have good nicknames.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's fire. That's
The
fire.
muscles from Brussels.
Yeah. These like I don't know who comes up with these names, but damn.
Tell me that's not a good nickname.
The best one is still Sly Stallone, bro. The Stallion, bro. Like that's
The Italian Stallion.
The Italian Stallion. That's such a fire ass name.
Yeah.
He came up with a porno, by the way, which is hilarious.
No
Like,
doubt.
Really?
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think it is called the Stallion or something like that, which sounds appropriate.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't normal people have these cool names?
Because normal people don't have cool lives. If your excitement is IKEA, you don't deserve an El Chapo nickname. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it funky, bro. Like if your name, if a fire weekend for you is a trip to IKEA and a hot dog, bro.
That should not be anybody's
that is not a Lord of the Skies.
I'm gonna pause it right now. That should not be any of us present here.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Fire Weekend.
That shouldn't be
That should not
anybody's
be
Fire Weekend.
any of
He
us.
looks off in the distance like, man, that's me.
But
when I get
you
that
and
ice
I have
cream,
done that before.
what?
Gone to IKEA just to hang out.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't mean like it was like the height of my weekend. Like I wasn't at home like, yeah, it's IKEA day. Like it was just like
You look at your calendar and it's just got IKEA.
right,
symbols
exactly.
on it.
Like somebody's calendar is IKEA trip. Somewhere in this country, somebody's got IKEA
I
trip
actually
in
have
the
to agree with
calendar.
this. I think someone is looking forward to this.
And no
I say
disrespect to that person.
They better be 10 or under.
No,
No.
somebody is
Somebody
excited.
And I'm only saying this because I remember of a teacher in high school. I'm not gonna name names.
Go ahead
But,
and say this nigga name.
Nah, it's
Speak it into
a lady.
existence, Sanchez.
But
Speak it. Speak the name.
no. I'm not. Yeah,
She
this
who
person,
shall not be
she
named.
got paid, right? And when she got her paycheck, she said, "This is gonna go to Home Depot." She was looking to go to Home Depot to buy dirt for gardening. Sure, fine pastime, but that's the highlight of her weekend. Was going to buy dirt.
Please,
at
God,
Home
let me
Depot.
have a more exciting weekend than that. Like, and I have plenty of unexciting weekends. I'm a human. We all do.
Right. Like normally it's medium, right? Like it's not
Right.
low,
It's not.
but
Yeah,
like,
it's just not average.
it's
but
mediocre. It's like normal
But let's hope that
But
my
let's-
excitement isn't like I get to go to Home Depot today
to buy dirt.
Yeah, right.
To be genuinely excited about buying dirt.
Exactly.
That dirt better be used for something illicit.
Or like it's like it's like it's for something illicit. Or it's like
maybe go on a cocaine plan.
I'm just saying like
day at the Applebee's.
Oh, give up.
Hey, trivia's not bad, but I'm not looking forward to it.
I want another flavor of here.
Oh no!
Oh no! Like it's like half off spinach dip. Oh boy! Our TGI Fridays
dude.
jalapeno poppers are
But
free with an entree.
there's people who do this.
Oh boy! I ain't trying to have that.
No. Do you think you eventually hit that or
no?
I think that's just a
Let us
person
pray.
to person.
Pray to the Pumpernickel gods.
To the Pumpernickel gods that never happened.
I think that's just person to person thing.
That's true. So yeah, somebody's excitement is that day, but at the same time, man, get better days. Like this Pumpernickel podcast can't be all inclusive. We got to get up on something.
No, I agree. Like you gotta try something else out. Like
strive for better.
Yeah, go have some fun. If you're an adult. If you're married, if you have kids,
strive for more.
And if your joy comes from going to IKEA or going to Home Depot to buy something, to fix something,
quit.
Stop. Reevaluate. Have yourself a good ass weekend with your friends. Call your friends. Have a good weekend. Do something better.
Or call your friend. You know what I mean? Or
friends.
This episode
friends.
of Pumpernickel Podcast brought to you by Chili's, home of the new Southwest egg rolls.
Why do you know that?
I don't. I just made it up.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I don't know. It sounds pretty real.
Right. Like it sounds
pretty
real.
Yeah.
That was the whole gag. Because it sounds a little too correct.
It sounds like you were there today.
Yeah, but no, definitely strive.
Or like a Ruby Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like,
This episode of the Pumpernickel Podcast
brought to you by Sizzler.
brought to you by the Bloomin' Onion.
Oh.
Actually, Bloomin' Onion.
That should be the phrase for the Bloomin' Onion. Brought to you by the Bloomin' Onion. Applebee's.
No, not Applebee's.
Feel like having a low quality meal and shit your pants later? Well, come on in to Applebee's.
Welcome to Applebee's.
Yeah, no.
Would you like a microwave burger? We got you covered.
No thanks. I choose life.
But yeah.
What were we talking about?
What the
How did we get here?
What the fire truck were we talking about?
We
Thieves and Gates.
Yeah,
Right.
Thieves and Gates.
Prince of Thieves and Gates.
And we deviated because of aliases and how cool
Yes,
they are.
Yeah, that's how we got here.
Yeah.
God, this podcast needs direction.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're gonna specify things.
If any of
40
y'all
episodes
listening,
later, we're working on it. We'll get it right.
if any of y'all listening are proficient in airplane traffic control, y'all wanna guide us.
Please, Lord, guide us.
This guy. Somebody standing over us with two light sticks, two lightsabers.
No, but we're still in the
two
general. I
microphones?
think we're in the same general area. The gate, the false sense of security.
That Zimbabwe National Airport with two. Oh, that's messed up.
Two tiki torches?
Tiki torches? No, that's foul, man.
Actually, talking about airplanes.
That Crash
and,
Bandicoot?
well, let's pause that. That's really deviating.
That was really disrespectful. All right, let's go ahead.
Yeah, but it's a fun game.
What were we going to say?
Anyways, I recently went to Mexico. Right, got back last week.
The motherland?
Yeah, I went over there, visited the ancestral lands. Yeah,
Exactly.
got treated well.
Drink a gallon of ayahuasca?
No. I did nothing illegal.
It's in Mexico. Of course it wasn't illegal.
No, again, nothing illegal in Mexico or in the U.S. Nothing. Anyway.
As he sips his Pedialyte.
You weren't supposed to do that on the podcast, big dog. You're supposed to let that man live.
I'm sorry.
Bruh, I'm a little sick under the weather, sure.
He's got the baby doodles.
All right, Chief.
Somebody's made a poopy in his pants.
Whoa, he didn't do that.
I did not do that, sir.
He did not do that.
He's lying. He shit himself.
No.
I'm playing.
No.
No, sir.
No, he did
Anyways, talking about planes and Ciudad de los Cielos and gates and stuff. You know what I noticed in Mexican airports?
There's no gates?
Security
Is lax?
is hella lax.
Yeah, no shit.
Airport.
The gates at the Mexican airport hardly prevent you from doing anything.
Yeah, no shit.
Because you know who goes to the Mexican airports? Wealthy people. You know who the wealthy people in Mexico are? Politicians.
And drug cartel.
Corrupt individuals or business owners. Legitimate business owners that have lots of money. People people involved in illicit activity.
High boys, yeah.
So no one really like cares what you do, how you look like. No one's really paying attention. Security is highly minimal. And I realized to myself, is this how it was at U.S. airports back in the 80s?
Yeah.
But there was a lot more cigarette smoke.
Yes.
That's what I
and
pictured.
Suits.
And cocaine.
I pictured Mexican airports like U.S. airports in the 80s. And then I realized I can see how Pablo Escobar dumped lots of cocaine in the country.
Absolutely.
Because it was easy.
You cut dude a couple of $100 pesos, he'd look the other way, bro.
Even on the U.S. side.
Yeah. You listen, from a normal standpoint,
so with that
I'm working at TS. Oh, go ahead.
Well, that being said,
yeah.
Today, with as high security as it seems, how much do you think is getting in?
A lot.
Because it's just like, it's so easy for
through the airport?
Through the airport.
TSA is not as like stringent as we think they are.
That's what I want to bring up. Is TSA a gated community? Are they giving us this false sense of security?
TSA agents are target dropouts.
I just wanted to bring this question up because I'm not sure.
That was foul.
Too much?
That was wild.
Not all opinions are.
That was wild boy. That opinion does not reflect
the opinions of the rest of the podcast or all individuals.
That was a hot take, bro. That was quite a hot take.
That was pretty fucking.
That man said target dropouts.
Yeah,
but if they didn't work at TSA, they'd be working at a toll booth.
All right, opinions expressed by individuals.
Do not reflect
opinions of the podcast or anyone else individual. Yeah,
because
as you laugh and agree with my joke,
I didn't agree with it. Laughing at
I'm
something
laughing
does not
at
mean I agree.
Right. I also agree.
Yeah,
that laughing does not.
You agree with my joke?
Well, I'm laughing at the stupidity of what was said.
The absurdity of
what
was said.
Right.
Yeah, that's the idea.
All right.
We're going to move past that.
So the question, again, like I said, how secure
security blanket
are these airports?
Those people don't give two shits.
They really don't. They do these tests all the time where they test how much gets past TSA, and it's like they fail like all the time because TSA is just like a fake security. It's to make you feel, it's like Norton antivirus. Like it's to make you think.
Oh shit, bro!
These views don't reflect the Pumpernickel Club.
Again, I want to say that.
Don't ever do that face again.
I want to, second Nate's motion that Elvin's opinions are also.
Whoa! What I do?
Same thing I did.
Bro,
that is not the same thing.
You did the same damn thing.
Call the TSA Norton antivirus. It's not the same that they're target dropouts.
You were a little bit more sophisticated.
Hold on. We're cutting this short. We might have to put the podcast on mute.
Well, I can't trust you with that lint in your eyebrow.
What do you? Why does that have to make the podcast, Nate?
The other one.
This is why nobody loves you.
Whoa. That hurt a little.
All right, we're going to tone it back down, guys.
I love you, Nate.
That one dug a little bit in the
And
heart.
I said no one loves you.
And I want to.
That was foul.
Holy shit, dude! Elvin, you need to tone it down, bro.
Ooh, I'm coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
This just said we lost a member of the podcast today.
Bro, you're coming in hot.
Yeah,
I know you got these Chelsea boots on.
The podcast. I am the podcast. Put the table.
I am the podcast.
I am the podcast.
I brought in both listeners.
Bro, what again?
Elvin, the podcast is zero. It's still
Me and
zero.
two of my listeners are leaving. So you gonna take the whole audience from us? I'm gonna start an Elvin podcast, and it'll be literally in contrast, to be contrarian with y'all podcast. Whatever y'all talk about, I'm gonna just like shit on my podcast, and it comes out the day after y'all's podcast comes out. This is the anti-Pumpernickel podcast featuring Elvin and nobody else. Now they talk about fences on their podcast. Obviously, they're idiots.
I'm talking about gates, not fences.
Exactly. Today we're talking about gates.
Oh my god.
I do want to say that you did the same thing they did.
Bruh, no, I didn't.
Bruh, it's...
You called them
You
Norton.
called them Norton, he called them Target.
Hold on, I think we broke the mic. It's blinking, and it won't stop blinking. I think you overloaded it with anger.
Okay, let's just have a 5-second,
I think we're good.
No ball, yeah.
It's good. No, it's coming through. We're good.
Oh, okay, good.
It was an anger overload. It's like it's trying to compensate.
I mean, I think you did the same thing. Norton and Target are about the same.
They are not the same.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
You
We're not
call them
gonna fight
McAfee.
this. I didn't say McAfee, but let's relax.
Let us relax.
All right, guys. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
TSA, I don't think they get paid heavily.
No.
So they're probably easily to bribe.
I assume minimum wage.
Right.
Just guess.
No disrespect. When you don't pay, you don't get high quality.
I don't blame them one bit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and why would they give a shit?
Because they can't. Well, they can arrest you, right? They can detain you.
CSA they can detain you.
They can
but
detain
they
you while
arrest
they
you.
I don't think they can.
I don't even think they can legally detain you. Like, I don't really know how that works.
I think they can, right?
I think they blow the whistle on the dude when the gun comes.
Right.
Right, like an actual officer is. Yeah.
Because there are plenty of dudes.
TSA is government, though.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing.
They are a government organization, I thought.
Yeah, they are. I
So is
think
Eddie. He couldn't arrest me.
No, but I think
That's
they can
a good
detain
point.
you at the airport and they wait for like law enforcement to come in.
Right. I guess like a citizen's arrest in the same way. Like you can kind of stop somebody.
Ain't no one listening to that citizen arrest.
That's true. Yeah, it's like,
Bro, you need to have a heavy group.
yeah, you better have stuff together.
You better have a heavy group and you better record it and make sure that you are completely in the right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You call a citizen's arrest, you better get ready for the scrap.
All right.
And also get prepared when you say that in court. Someone in the back going, nerd.
Right, exactly. There's nothing cornier than that. Like, I did a citizen's arrest.
Nerd.
Shut up. Some dude did that to a cop. Like, he ran up on a cop and was like, because the cop ran a light or something like that, so he pulled his car up on the cop and tried to, like, do it back to him. And I was like, man, get the hell out of here. Like,
bro, come on.
I would let that slide with cops. I feel like cops should get some traffic law. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with a cop, like, turns on his lights and, like, shoots through a light. Like, just let that happen.
Let that happen. Let it go.
Like,
it doesn't affect you.
That should be a perk of the job. Is like, you know what? I'm just going to speed through this light.
They get shit on pretty hard.
Yeah, they get shit on hard. So it's like, something just should come with the job. Like, it's like, leave this man the hell alone. Cops should be allowed to speed.
Who are these monsters not stopping and moving out of the way for ambulances and fire trucks?
That's another thing. That's a very good point. Because I pull over and cars are still
I pull as far over as I can get.
Yeah, and the cars are still going. I'm like, are you guys serious?
Who are these idiots that do it on the other side of traffic? Well, those are the ones that piss me off. Is the one where it's like you stop and you're on the other side of traffic. It's like that ambulance is not going anywhere near that way. You're okay. Like you don't have to do the same ceremony.
Out of its way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You just have to get out of its way. You don't need to like more so when there's a median. Standstill.
Oh yeah, when there's a median, that's a clear like. Come on, man.
Why are you stopping?
Right.
You know what confused me though? Like maybe a year ago, I was driving on the interstate to work. I was driving like 70 miles an hour or something.
Yeah.
I was passing a fire truck. I didn't know, but it had its lights on. I didn't know what to do.
Oh wow! You should probably slow down.
No, like it was like 2 lanes over. There was no one around.
No, you're good.
Yeah, that's it.
But like I was like, do I stop and like I can't pass you? What's going on here?
Stay out of his way.
You just stay. I guess you can't. Yeah, just.
I wasn't close to him.
Oh yeah.
No.
All they care about is you just staying the hell out the way.
Yeah, they just want you to know, hey, like
there's an emergency.
There's an emergency. I'm nearby. I'm booking it past you. Just know that I'm booking it past you, so you don't magically get over.
I'm also a little piece of shit about it because whenever I see one and my light is green, I get like instantly annoyed.
Yeah, well,
and I know that's a piece of shit thing because somebody's life is literally in danger. But at the same time, I'm looking at the green light and I'm like, you would show up right now. You didn't show up before when it was red.
My light.
Exactly. This was my light. You took it from me.
But how about on the interstate? When you get over, you let them slide, and then sometimes some people follow.
Or some people gun it right behind them because
that's no need for that.
Yeah, because
like, what are you doing?
I want a police escort. No, bro.
No, well, that's the thing. People do this when that happens. When that happens at like 4 or 5 o'clock on the interstate with high traffic, you have all these people like trying to gun it right behind. So they end up like,
true. But that's like desperation. Yeah.
Yeah, they just like.
People fall into like feast or famine mode when it comes to traffic. Like they go straight into desperation, like it's the end of the world. If you want to know what the end of the world will be like, it's look at traffic in a major city. Like that'll give you a good indicator of what it'll look like.
Boring?
No, horrific.
It's like everybody's out there trying to
exactly. Like if you were like LA or something like that, and traffic was at a minimum. Or at a maximum, and you just could see the people fuming in their cars. Like that's what it would look like. Imagine that with like water or food. You know what I mean? And no law enforcement. It will be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
Costco's and Home Depot's overrun.
Costco will be the first thing overrun.
I'm hitting that Walmart.
And they still tell you to have a nice day. You know they get paid bank too.
Who?
Costco employees.
Really?
They make like $50K, $60K a year. Yeah, it's a good job.
Yeah.
It's
Holy
a very,
shit,
it's
dude.
a very good job.
That's more than I make.
Yeah, like
Bro,
it's a good job.
Why they make so much money?
Because they're like
Because they give a shit.
because they give a fuck. Honestly,
Yeah,
you're right.
like they
Give
Well,
it
see,
a-
that's the thing. You pay people money.
yeah,
They give a fuck.
they give a fuck when you pay them living wages. That's
Yeah.
what happens.
because fucking like they pay you, I think like overtime if you work on like a holiday or a Sunday
You
or
can
some
make
shit like that.
very
Like,
good money working.
yeah,
there.
like they look after their employees, and you can tell when you show up and you're like, "Hey, I need some help." And they're like excited to help you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah sure. Like,
There's even that cut above with like Walmart versus Target. Like even Target pays a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
and you
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
see
you
the
can see it.
difference
Yeah.
in the people that work.
that
there.
extra
Yeah.
$2 an hour
Gives you a
makes it-
smile, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, it's like,
No,
we
it's
need to
true.
up these wages. Because when you walk into Walmart, honestly, no matter how clean a Walmart is, it feels like Baghdad. Because it's like, there's never enough people up in the front, and the people up in the front are always upset.
And at least 20% of the lights are out.
And easy. It's just like, and it's crazy. It's like,
even in the new ones.
Yeah.
facts.
Brand new Walmart, floor is already dirty.
If you like that way with some Krogers, like,
Some.
yeah, some,
do,
yeah.
but
Some are like, yeah, I maybe most. But there are a few.
There's some Krogers that are really good.
Murder
That's
Kroger is still down the way, right?
Huh?
I
Murder
thought they were
Kroger?
renovating more.
No,
they're renovating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's turning into a skyrise now.
It's doing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that you
I
can
was
murder
like-
from up top.
Death from above.
Death from above.
Death from above. That's right.
Another great nickname.
There it is. The Pumpernickel Podcast. Death from above.
Damn.
Yeah.
We just tagging them on
That's
this
just good, yeah.
episode.
No, but yeah, I didn't know Costco. But you know, I'm still hitting up the Douglasville Walmart. Because Douglasville Walmart has shotguns. You got shotgun shells. You just ready.
Yo, man, Walmart be reckless with where they be placing stuff. I went to Walmart.
That's what I'm saying. You have easy access to Walmart.
I went to a Walmart, and there was a toy aisle, and right next to the toy aisle, like the next aisle over, was like a legit, like excruciatingly sharp hand axe, just on the shelf that you could just grab. And I'm just
I
like,
don't give a fuck.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm going there packing up my gear.
Yeah.
Because you can go over to the camping section, get you one of those army packs, and just stuff it full of everything you need. And you good to go.
Walmart's admonish should be like, fuck it. Like, fuck it. And
Give me a baseball bat and a futon.
Yes. Can I get a baseball bat, a 6-pack of beer, a futon, and some medication?
That's on the same aisle.
Yes.
No. Same aisle as Aldi.
Costco doesn't have a pharmacy.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Costco's got
And it's
everything.
really good, yeah. But all
everything in abundance.
Aldi, you get like an axe, grapes, and tennis shoelaces on the same
Bro,
aisle.
But there are 2 aisles in an Aldi.
Aldi's got I'm not hitting up an Aldi.
Yeah, I've been inside of an Aldi.
Well, you know what?
And it makes me sad. Like I went into Aldi recently to pick up some stuff, because family needed it, and I picked it up, and I was just like, I stood in them aisles, bro, and I was like, man, I could have just got this at Publix. Why I gotta be here for this?
Why am I buying lawn chairs and oranges at the same time?
And there was 16 people in line, and there was only one register open, and I was just like, man,
what is this, Piggly Wiggly?
this is trash.
Piggly Wiggly.
Ooh. That's from my youth.
I've been there as a
I've-
kid.
I've-
I was a fat kid, bro, and I bought a candy bar at a Piggly Wiggly, and
know
this
what the
woman
first
had
thing-
nasty ass hands, and I did not eat that candy bar. You talking to young Elvin, bro?
You know what the
If
first
there's
thing
a
you
candy
see
bar
at
present, it will get absorbed by proxy, and I still,
Yeah, and an amoeba.
yeah. And you see the wrapper empty, and it's like, why is the wrapper empty? And I'm just standing there like another, more, and it was still like, nah, this is disgusting.
Bro, when you walk into a Piggly Wiggly, the first thing you see is honey buns. It's like honey buns and
tell the quality of the grocery store you're in based off of what you see when you first walk in. If Little Debbie leaves the area, you need to get out now. Like if Little Debbie and all of the hot fries and snacks leave.
Yeah, the hot fries. Yeah, that's
hot fries and snacks. And then if like, or if before you walk in, before you hit the second door, but you walk through the first, it's like a Fanta, and the top of the Fanta is like strawberry and pineapple. Get out of there.
I'll stop you right there. You shouldn't even walk in if you see a Boost Mobile or a Metro PCS to the left or the right.
Bro, I said
you gotta stop.
You can tell if you're in a good neighborhood if you see a bike store, like a bicycle store.
Yeah,
but you can tell you're in a bad neighborhood if you see a rainbow. If you see a rainbow store, which is like poor man's H&M, which is like poor man's everything else, like
you see that Boost Mobile, you see that Metro PC, you know there's no kid around.
Or a pawn shop, yes,
or Cash for Gold,
yes, you see a Cash for Gold,
or a bondsman. If you see a bondsman, get him.
Oh yeah,
or a bail bondsman,
or an Ingalls. If you're anywhere near an Ingalls, get out of there.
Because that DUI class is probably,
man, fuck you.
Am I wrong, bro?
Yeah, because let's be honest, that Ingalls in that same shopping center, there's probably a DUI class section.
Yes.
You know for a fact there's that
DUI. And why is it Ingalls always in a shopping center that's abandoned?
Right.
Like
that's another very good point.
Like it's always like Ingalls and then
nothing.
Like
nothing.
Like tumbleweeds in the rest of the shopping center. It's just like Kmart. If you see a living, breathing Kmart, there is death 100 feet around it. Easy. Easy. No birds are flying over a Kroger, bro.
No.
Or not Kroger, but a Kmart or an Ingalls.
Bro, a Kmart is instant.
There is zero life in the area.
Kmart is the Grim Reaper of the shopping industry.
Thanos got to that area.
No, that's all dried up through.
Yeah, that's a no. Like an Ingalls, a Save Right,
Food Lion.
Food Lion is like Piggly Wiggly for country people, like super country people. Like,
I've never been to the Piggly Wiggly. I looked at that establishment, read the name, and was like, nah.
I've been inside of one a few times.
I'm not trying to go to the grocery store run by Porky Pig.
I've been in them.
I've been.
They are not the move. They are never the move.
Yeah.
Nothing in there is clean. Even the canned food is not to be trusted.
I mean, in all fairness,
bro, when you look at
that,
it's
called Piggly Wiggly.
And it's got the old Looney Tunes character on the front
Porky
of it.
Pig up there like
Pig,
that's all, folks.
On the reverse of that, can we give a small shout out to the beauty of QT and Racetrack?
God bless.
Oh man,
first off,
talked about it.
Shout out for QT for consistency.
Yes.
You are never in a. I mean, knock on wood, but I have never been to a bad QT.
No,
like they are always like either decent or really good.
Bro, QTs are they are a beacon of hope.
But Racetrack is not playing.
Yeah.
No, Racetrack is doing their best to catch up.
Good for them. The thing about it is, though, this is the thing I have not against Racetrack, because I also, Racetrack is a very
it's QT all the way for me.
I'm also a QT, that's
enthusiast.
Yeah, I go to Racetrack for snacks, but QT is my gas.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think Racetrack, when you look at it, I've noticed, many people have been deceived. This frozen yogurt section eats up a lot of the store section that QT uses for more snacks.
I like that.
Next time you check it out,
I like that.
So you're telling me that Racetrack is invested heavily into the frozen yogurt?
Yes, they are heavily invested.
Because they want to be more of a sit-down kind of place.
Right.
Like they want you to be there more.
Yeah, but
QT is literally there for quick. Exactly. Who's chilling at gas
Who
station?
wants to eat outside in front of a gas pump?
Put it this way. I trust QT's roller food.
Yes.
Whoa. Yes.
Oh, and they also have their new little.
Whoa. I trust the roller food.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
a lot. I know, but it's still. I trust.
No, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I will say though, I've looked at their roller food and thought, that's actually not diseased. Okay, cool.
Right.
No, it's good, man. It'll hold you down.
Their egg rolls, yeah, I've eaten them more than a few times.
The buffalo chicken sandwich wraps, man. You can order them, and they're pretty good.
But whoever
and their food, their like food making section is pretty good.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with the thought process that people want to sit down and relax
Must have sounded insane.
at a racetrack must have lost their goddamn mind.
That's true, but I feel like racetrack is trying to market itself in a lot of ways as like a CVS almost. Like it's like gas
you have to be
station
different. Yeah,
slash
you have to be
CVS.
different. Yeah, you have to.
Do you think, let's say, the high quality of the QT, let's just use QT as the number one, just for argument's sake.
Gotta be.
Will the QTs of the world ever outperform the restaurant gas station combos?
Like
Well, see, it's
Yeah,
different.
like, when you have a BP
Subway.
and a McDonald's,
Yeah.
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 I would say yes
I agree.
because I just inherently don't trust
that combo
Yeah. Like if I'm traveling and I see a gas station
next to that food
like,
place.
in the same building as a food establishment, nah.
Because when I was growing up, that was like the McChevron was like the thing. You go like get McDonald's to get your gas. This is the
Yeah, the
McChevron.
McChevron,
Yeah. The only thing I trust out of a gas station though is a taqueria. That's the only thing I trust out of a gas station. Because there's one right here, and then by my new job,
That one
there
right
is
here.
one off of Wade Green Road that my manager took me to yesterday, and I came back to today because it was that good. So it's like I trust the taqueria next to a gas station. I
Yeah,
don't trust anything
that
else.
one is
Yeah,
pretty stable.
that BP right here at Beaufort Highway has a great taqueria.
Yeah, that
Yes.
taqueria place is good.
Yes.
It's very actually
Good. It's
And
like
yeah, you
quality
can question
qualities.
it.
Yeah.
You can question it, true, but there's a lot of good food that you just got to go without question. Like
Yeah, but-
Chinese food, I don't question.
But this,
Yeah, I don't question
there's
it
an
as well.
actual lady cooking actual food at this one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she in the back actually chefing.
Yeah, you can see the cooking.
You
going
can
on.
literally watch her cook it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, she's.
But do you think that would overtake the QT?
No,
Nah.
just because they're combo. Like,
Nah.
if a QT, like if like a racetrack were connected to a taqueria, that's the only way that QT could get beat.
Right.
Like QT,
That's a
cannot-
fucking dude. That's a game changer.
Exactly.
So
like,
shout out to the QT executives partnered with a taqueria.
yeah, like
Yeah,
the
let me
thing
write a
about-
letter.
The
Like,
thing
sir.
about QT is that one, QT is almost always standalone. Two, they pay well.
They pay well. They pay
Really
really
well.
well.
Well, you get fantastic service.
Oh
You
yeah,
get fantastic-
services.
they pay really well, and you get like stock options because QT is private.
Right.
Yeah, so like everybody owns a share of it, and so like that, the gas is always decent. You know what I mean? Cheap, decent gas.
Decent
clean.
prices. It's always
bathrooms. Every now and then you get a dirty bathroom, but I don't hold it against it. You know
No,
what I mean?
no,
I
it's
just
probably
feel like
someone
I
has to
caught
start
him at
the
wrong-
ship. Yeah,
exactly. I
that's
feel
what
like I
happens.
caught him at the wrong time. Like the one like on Buford, like over here, that bathroom be like dirty sometimes. I'm still
They're
like,
open all the time.
Exactly, they're literally open 24 hours. You know what I mean? Because a lot of other, you'd be surprised. A lot of gas stations
stations
close.
aren't. Yeah, a lot of gas
A
stations
lot of
aren't.
gas stations do close. Yeah.
Plus, they have that dominant wall of slushy.
Yes. And when I was a kid, I used to light them coffee drinks up. That whole like coffee set cappuccino section got me through a lot of
Dude,
winners.
QT is just
Superior,
like I
man.
said, it's a beacon.
Yes.
I could be in college.
Yes.
College Park.
It's a save point.
It's a safe point.
It's
Like,
like a
I
life
got lost
save point,
ones
yeah.
down there.
Checkpoint.
Night had fallen.
And even outside, they have like a specifically designated lighted area that's called a safe place, where like if
You don't get shanked.
that
No, there's no gate needed. The
Right.
light from QT.
well, good
Way
time.
to bring it back.
The light from QT
But that's
is
a-
a gate. Yeah.
That's a good point to bring in is like your establishment sometimes can dictate what people will do in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a certain class of establishment, no matter where it is, there's going to be a certain perception and people will
Right.
mess with you a certain
Yeah.
way. Same
it's
with
like
people.
what was it? Was it a shell that was next to our old job that got shot up that one day?
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
fucking shell. And
Yeah,
nobody
you can't.
expects
Yeah, no one.
anything out of it.
You don't trust the fucking shell
Right.
and fucking
Exactly.
nah.
Who trusts a shell?
We came into work one day and we had bullet holes in the windows were shot up and there were bullet holes in the paintings and shit. They were like, "What the fuck happened?" And it was just like something went down at the shell next door. It was just
Exactly,
like,
because it's
It's
a
a
shell.
shell.
This is a
It wasn't a
shell.
QT. Now, granted, I'm sure there's a QT that has been, but QT, I feel like gets less of it than a BP
Than a
or a
BP,
shell
yeah,
or a K, a Circle K.
Oh, yeah.
Or what's the other one? Valero.
Nah, see, I'm stopping at a QT in like Bankhead. I'm stopping there.
I like if I'm like low on gas, and I see a QT and Bankhead, I'm like,
stopping there.
All right, like I'll drop.
I'll probably be safe.
But if I see a BP and Bankhead, I'm gonna ride that till the wheels fall off.
Bro, yeah,
I'm shooting up to 70 so I can coast when the gas lets go. Get me out of here as soon as possible.
Nothing is more of a struggle though when you are like in an unfamiliar area with low gas and you just start seeing like
ghetto.
Or no, just unfamiliar like gas stations
like flash flood that you just don't understand.
What?
That's a gas station. I'm familiar.
That's a gas station?
Yeah, it's a gas station going down to like Valdosta, Georgia. I'm just giving you an example.
Oh wow! Yeah, when they have names that you don't even know, bro. Right next to my job right now is a BP, but they renamed it Hood Mart. And it kind of scares me in terms of name, but I walked into it. It was a really nice BP. Because BP has some that are really nice.
Yeah.
You don't go as a kangaroo.
Yes. Circle K, Kangaroo, Valero,
Texaco,
Gulf, Texaco.
What's the food something? There's a food something.
Food Mart?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's like
Food Mart. Well, Food Mart.
What's the one that's like cafe something? Because it has like a cafe in it.
I think we're thinking of the same thing.
It might be.
Yeah, but
I don't see them
there's some weird
But they
ones,
give you a discount if you pay with cash specifically. Like you get like a decent discount.
Yeah, you get a discount.
If you pay with cash.
Yeah.
If anyone from the QT industry in any form or fashion, we would love to have you as a sponsor.
Absolutely.
Ringing endorsement.
Yeah.
We give you a fantastic endorsement.
Like I said,
I might go to QT tonight.
You don't need a gate.
For no reason.
Yeah,
just because it's nice.
It's because it's nice.
Yeah,
I have many QT runs.
Right.
In my lifetime.
That's a thing for me. Is a QT run.
A QT run is a real thing.
Yeah. After you eat like dinner with friends, you might stop off at QT and grab a drink. You know what I mean?
Or snack or something.
Or snack or something and take it back to the crib.
You went to the movies. You left the movies. QT.
Yes, absolutely. Hell, even before the movie.
Before the
stop at QT, grab some snacks and
go
then
there or something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, like
that's the thing.
Like when one of the criterias of like what needs to be around when I move is a QT. Like how close proximity I am to a QT.
That's real.
Is that a filter on apartments.com?
It's not, but it should be.
It should be like the nearest
One
gas
of
station.
my last apartments had a QT across the street.
Yes, they did. They lived right across the street from the QT.
And that was clutch.
Yes.
That sounds good to me. I would come home one night and be like, man, I ain't got no gas, but QT.
I can push that across the street.
Push that across the street.
I will push my car away from a BP to a QT. I will push past and like, so do you need gas? No. No, I don't. I'm good.
Yeah, the QT 3 miles down the road.
Uphill the whole way.
The QT has a real invisible gate of safety and comfort.
Yeah.
Of comfort, man. Like, you could be in a bad neighborhood and you're still like...
Yeah,
we just waxed fucking poetic about QT for a solid, 10 minutes of this podcast? Yeah, what is wrong with us?
Hey, it's all right, man. I don't know, man. You went Alex Jones on us a couple of minutes ago. So.
I did. The frogs are turning everyone gay. And on that note...
That's been another episode
of the Pumpernickel Podcast. Follow us on Twitter.
Make sure to go to your local QT and enjoy the festivities.
Exactly. Right. Enjoy us both at your local. You might see us at your local QT. You never know. Say what's up.
Yeah.
It'd be awkward if y'all said what's up because most of y'all don't know what we look like, possibly.
But that'd be interesting. We have something to talk about on the next podcast.
Right.
Stop me and told me you heard about the podcast.
Right, but Google us, Pumpernickel Podcast. Mm-hmm. Check us out on YouTube.
Website, pumpernickelpodcast.com.
If you have any comments, funny pictures,
send them our way.
Send them to the
pumpernickelpodcast@gmail.com.
If you type in Pumpernickel Podcast on anything that you use, chances are we're the only ones.
Well, we're not too high on the SEO just yet.
I typed in Pumpernickel and it was pretty much just us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're pretty high up there. Google us. Google us.
We chose the right name then.
You're welcome.
I'm surprised we didn't choose like ABCDGAF or some shit, like some random combination of letters for the podcast name.
Hey, we did well.
Abjacada Podcast.
We did well.
We did. All right, y'all. It's been another week.
Jesus.
Yep.
Don't get her on the frogs.